By Muslims, by the way. Muslims say that Surah 110 is the last ayah, the last revelation of the Quran. But the Quran says in Surah 5, ayah 3, this day I have perfected your religion for you, completed my favour upon you. So if it was perfected and completed, why did Allah need to keep adding to perfection? Why did Allah keep needing to add to something that's complete? That's my question. It's a fair question.
If he did that, then that's what he did.
Right.
But if he did that, if what you're saying is true, and if he did that, and I don't know if it's true or not, then that's what he did.
We've just established.
No,
we've just established from Oracle Google that Muslims claim that the last surah of the Quran is Surah 110, which means that Surah 5, ayah 3...
Hold on a sec. This man said
Google
that.
said it.
Yeah? I don't know. Who's
Google to me? Why is it Muslims are running from an obvious contradiction in their book? I am pointing out to you an obvious contradiction in your book. Your book claims that in Surah 5 verse 3 there was a day when Allah pronounces himself the religion of Islam to be complete and perfect. But Muslim sources themselves say that other verses of the Quran were revealed, which means that when Allah said, on this day I have perfected and completed your religion, that really what he should have said is that on this day I have not yet perfected your religion and not yet completed your religion. So was Allah wrong when he said this?
Was he wrong?
Yes.
Listen, I don't know the order it came in. I keep telling you the same thing.
We've established it. There's other verses.
No, that's him. Him is checking. I check myself. I don't rely on other people and their ways and what they say.
Is there any Muslim that thinks Surah 5, ayah 3 was the very last verse of the Quran to be revealed? No. Doesn't appear to be. Nobody. Do you know why? Because no Muslim argues that. You're saying you don't know. I'm telling you.
I'm fine with that as well.
I'm telling you. No Muslim argues this.
I worship God.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm kind to people.
Great.
Yeah, I'm courteous.
Fantastic.
I'm polite.
Fantastic.
Now politely, we'll finish it.
So
you go away.
Okay. No, I'm not going to go away because this is speaker's
Now listen,
corner.
I'm asking him politely.
You're allowed to go away yourself.
Discussion is over.
No. You're
I
allowed
don't
to
want
go
to discuss anymore.
yourself. Speaker's
Because
corner.
listen, like I said to you,
People get heckled all the time.
I'll check what you said, and I'll come back to you.
Is there any Muslim that I'm asking you the question? Was Allah wrong when he said, "This day I have
wrong"?
Allah is never wrong.
Never wrong.
So now think about this logically.
Just because he's got an idea of that verse came after, or this came after, he wants to look for faults in Allah being wrong.
Yeah, Allah is wrong.
In what way?
Allah is wrong.
In what way?
Because Allah claims that on
He
this
doesn't teach
day,
wrong in the
Allah,
Quran.
One second.
He teaches people how to be nice and kind.
This.
How to be
says this.
unlawful. Yeah, he teaches them to be
It
lawful.
this.
Yeah, he teaches them to be
This day
charitable.
I have perfected
he
your
teaches
religion
people
for you
to believe
and completed
in something
my
better.
favor
Right? He
upon
teaches
you
people to believe in
and
something
chosen
better.
your religion as
yeah,
Islam.
away from
But then the Quran has
bad
other revelations
which,
given.
What human beings end up
Other
doing,
revelations,
and end up putting themselves in
other
the hole.
ayahs that came
Come out
after
the
this
dark
ayah.
and come into the light.
And if they came after this ayah, then that means when Allah says, "This day I've perfected your religion, this day I've completed your religion," Allah was wrong. Because Allah had
He
other
believes
things
Allah is
to
wrong.
say.
And I
Allah was
believe
wrong.
Allah is right.
So.
What was the context behind the
Oh, people!
Me.
Indeed, there is humiliation
The
with
important
celebrity.
question, the important do
And
you want to talk about?
there is death with life.
Do you want to important?
And there is hereafter with this worldly life.
I want to ask you this
And
question.
for everything,
Right.
there is a reckoning.
Your
And there is a guardian
says
of
that there was a
everything.
day
And
when
there
he
is a
perfected
reward
the religion
for every
and
good deed.
completed the religion.
And there is a punishment
Is Surah 5
for every bad deed.
Yes, exactly, completed.
And there is
So
an
nothing
end
to add,
for each
agreed?
life. Oh,
So
people!
how do you add to something
Repent
that's
before you
complete?
die and embark
Go on,
upon
give me
good
an
deeds. Before you became occupied and connect with what is between you and your
Yes.
Lord, and by remembering Him all the time. And indeed, you will be happy. Give much charity, so you will be endowed by God. and be good to others.
But if it's-
So
if
protect
you're
yourselves
adding to something that's
and
not
forbid
complete,
evil
if you're adding
unto
to
others.
something,
So
it's
you
not
will be
complete.
victorious. Oh
Is it
people,
perfect? Can you add to
the
perfection?
smartest among you is the one who remember death the most. And the wisest among you is the one who is best ready for it. Indeed, among the signs of wisdom
Yes.
are shunning the falsehood of this life.
If you've
Turn
got
it toward the
100%,
eternal life. Being fully
Your
equipped
analogy
to
is
live in the
flawed.
grave.
It is flawed. Because if
And
something
being
is
ready
100%
for
perfect, you can't
the
improve upon it.
resurrection.
You can't improve upon it. You can't improve
Because
upon
you're
it.
talking about the verse, you tell me the context.
Well, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. Allah is saying, "This day I have perfected your religion for you, completed my favor upon you, and have chosen for you Islam as your religion." Right. So here's the thing. If this statement is true, there is no need to add.
You know what I'm going to find out for you, yeah? Is what he added afterwards,
Go
if
on
it's
then.
true.
Tell us.
Yeah, if it's true.
If you think that's
Then we go from
important
there.
to answering this question, tell us. No, brother.
Context is
A
the main
statement.
thing.
The statement.
You made the statement.
Okay, so the context
You're
is
the one
about
who's telling me the
things about foods that you can eat,
No.
things that you should
No,
know. That
that's
is
not
literally the context. That is literally the context.
That's the translation. Asking
Are you saying that the Arabic doesn't say this?
I'm asking you the context.
And I'm asking you, is Allah telling a lie when he says it's perfect?
Well, for me to answer that, I need to know the context.
Is something perfected?
For me to answer that,
Okay, so you don't want to answer the question. Is there any Muslim willing to defend his
it's as
Quran?
simple
I'll
as
do it
that.
next week for you.
Right. That's
Just
fair enough.
be
Come
patient.
back next week. I'll come back to you next week.
Come back.
Your religion. Here's the thing. The Quran has an
And may
obvious
God guide me
contradiction.
to tell this man the truth.
Great. The
Yeah,
Quran has
and
an
finish
obvious
this.
contradiction. It says in the Quran in Surah 4:82 that have they not considered this Quran? If it was from any other than Allah, they would find contradictions therein. That's what the Quran says. So it gives me a challenge. It says consider the Quran and see if you can find contradictions. So I'm considering the Quran. And the Quran says, "This day I have perfected your religion for you, completed my favor upon you." If something is perfected and completed, you don't need to add to it because it's perfect, it's completed. But if something isn't perfect and completed,
Like human beings.
you continue to add to it. The Quran states that at a certain point in time, the Quran, Islam, was perfected and completed. But Muslims themselves say that this surah and verse was not the last verse of the Quran. Which means that when Allah said, "To this day I have perfected your religion upon you and completed my favor upon you," what he really meant was, "This day I have not yet perfected my religion for you and not yet completed my blessing upon you." Because every verse of the Quran is a blessing. Isn't that true, Mr. Brown? Every Quran is a verse, is a blessing. So there were more blessings to come, which means that Allah was telling a lie, or he didn't know what he was talking about, or Muhammad was not a prophet of Allah and he was just talking out of his Bedouin ass. And that's much more likely. That is much more likely.
Happy now?
I haven't finished.
Satisfied?
No.
Carry on.
Okay.
What was the last verse of the Quran then?
So the last surah of the Quran was Surah 110.
Let's read it.
Surah 110.
What does it say?
Let's have a look. So this, by Muslim sources,
What chapter?
Surah 110. But the dispute is about Surah 5:3.
Let's have a read.
I want you-
Let's see what this man
Go to
allegedly
Surah.
says
Yes.
God added afterwards.
Yes.
110,
So if Surah 110 came after Surah 5 verse 3, then that means Allah was wrong to say that he had perfected and completed his blessing, his religion. So Allah told a lie, or Allah didn't know what he was talking about, or more accurately, Muhammad is not a prophet of Allah. Allah lays down a challenge to me as a Christian. Find contradictions in the Quran. I found a contradiction in the Quran. Therefore, Islam is not true.